Actually, there is a problem in that laptop. That's why you're not able to conduct a study session. So, and today we are late. Okay, I just have, yeah, this is my pen drive, and in this pen drive here is my session. Just going to copy and paste in my PC. So, okay, present. I forgot to present. Yeah, present now. Yes, I'm sharing my screen. Is it shareable or not? Yes, sir. So, just I have copied, copy and go in C drive, jump, C docs. So just paste. Yeah, and now let's start the jump. Yeah, jump started. So let's just start the Sublime text editor. So I have in my opinion. So now I am in my folder Bootstrap. Okay, I have copied from my pen drive into this PC. Let's remove. So this is what we have yesterday, and yes. So localhost slash Bootstrap. So I have created this one's last session, and I've given some tasks to all of you, and three of you have sent me the task. Those who have completed the task. One is Audut, and one Yuri, and one Rutuja. The three person has successfully created the design. What is the status for another one? So what is the status of you all in this three? So did you try to design the web page? Yesterday evening, I have given one task. I have assigned one task. Yeah, hello. Okay, Swapnil, you are trying. So, is there any problem in Bootstrap demo? Okay. So, if you have any problem, you can go through my YouTube channel, session 8. Okay, where I have started Bootstrap. Okay. Now we'll continue it. So the last day we have learned this much. Okay, I've created one container. Under this container, one rows, and under this rows, I have divided into the three section, three columns, and the size is MD444. Okay, so and this is horrible. So one I have created the text box and login form. Another one have just handshaking your image, and the third column having some uh, tables. Okay. Okay, you just try. I think you all have to try, okay? And unless until you'll not try, you'll confuse, okay, at the time of development. So you must have to try. So I'm just going to pause, turn off my camera. Yeah. Now, so I'm just going to open the getbootstrap.com. Get bootstrap. Okay. And now we are in get started panel. Here I have learned number of things we have learned. We have created designs. So just go to the components and here some breadcrumbs, buttons. Okay, drop down forms. So these are the content components of Bootstrap. Okay, so we have used form. Okay, in the last session used form. So now here is the there number of types. Okay, form बहुत सारे टाइप्स के फॉर्म है यहाँ पे लेआउट्स बेस्ड ऑन लेआउट्स वैलिडेशन और सम डिजेबल फॉर्म हाउ टू यूज डिजेबल ओके सो हमने बहुत सारे फॉर्म्स देखे थे टुडे विल सी द मोर फॉर्म्स if you want I'm just going down 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 and now if you want to upload some files you can use this one okay and see these are the different types of input boxes. Some have a small size, some has medium, and some has a large. Okay, I'm just going to copy and in Sublime. तो फॉर्म्स के भी बहुत सारे जो बॉक्सेस हैं हमारे टेक्स्ट बॉक्सेस वही बहुत सारे अलग टाइप्स के हैं ठीक है तो हम यहाँ पे यूज़ करते हैं इन दिस फॉर्म आई जस्ट पेस्ट द टू इनपुट बॉक्स या ओके जस्ट सेव and just Yes. See the size SM. This is control form control SM. So now this is the class. Okay. So अगर मैं if I use this class into here, let's see it is changing or not. Okay. So LG default. This is the default. Okay. If I use LG, the size of this text box will be large and the width will be large. Okay. And if I use SM, the width will be small. So I'm just going here and the class name is जो class name है वो है form control sm okay तो हम क्या करेंगे just copy this form control sm and just paste in yeah here form control so here just paste form control sm now let's see the example uh, I have changed this one okay so now refresh and see this is the image it will becomes small okay So these are the different classes which I've already given by Bootstrap team. Okay, Bootstrap framework. So yesterday I have given some tasks. So if is there any problem, I have to may design the same form today, or you will design. If you want to design, yes, can design, and I am giving you 1 or 2 days to design this form. Maybe you are busy on your college lecture or somewhere. That's why. So it is just 10 minutes work. Okay, if you want to design. Hope you have to design. Okay, I am not designing that form. I'm just going to show you the rest part. Okay, and then again give you one more design, and you have to create it. Okay. So now let's come to here. So based on sizing, we have input boxes. Okay. So large default and just like this one drop down also. Okay. So if you want drop down, just copy this one and see in Bootstrap, you're just going to copy and paste all the things. Okay. Just copy and paste and all the codes which are going to use here I have already explained okay input type, form, class, type. Okay. So now just paste here. Option box I have already used. Option and select. Okay. So just save and just so now this is the default drop down like buttons. Okay. So somewhere if you want to use small, you can use small. If you want this one. Okay. Now I want to give some border or so you can use the border. Okay. And if you want to change this one, you can change. I want this one, the home link drop down and disable. It is default in left side, but I want to use in right side here. So how I can use, how I can put it into left side, in right side, how I can put, what is the class for this? Yes, anyone? Okay, ML auto. Now see, I am going to use, so and just come to this one. Here is our home. Okay, navbar large, navbar dark, primary. If I use instead of primary, if I want to use denser, BDANGER, okay, denser, then so it becomes red. Okay, so if I use warning, WARNING, then refresh. Now see the warning. And if I use busy default, 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 and just save. Just this is default. Okay, means white background. So that's and because that font, the color is white. That's why it is hidden in this navbar. And if I use the warning, done, default done, primary done, and yeah, denser you have used. So for green, if I want green, so what will the for green? So for this, I just come here. So some of the colors are given. So just go to the button section. Okay, just go in button. See, these are the different color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the eight different color. Okay. So I want green. So that's why you'll use, we can use success. Okay. So busy, SUCCESS, success. And now let's see the output. So now it becomes green. Okay. So how you can remember this? Hello. Yes, yes. I'm audible. So if a single person have problem, that may be some internet issues, but connectivity issues. But if number of, okay, yeah, okay, thank you. So okay, again I am going to repeat. Now, if you want to change the background color for this no bar, okay, so we have nine different color which is given by Bootstrap. We can use that color for to change the background. Okay, it's like warning, just show you. Now we have primary for blue, secondary for gray, and success for green, danger for red, warning for yellow, types info for a little bit blue and some different color, light is for just white, okay, and dark is the background will be black, and link is just normal hyperlink, okay. So these are the different color names. So if you want, just copy this and just paste here uh, in body, sorry, yeah, in body after this navbar, just going to paste it, and let's just see the output. So these are the different colors. Okay. So I have used green. So go for green. Which class I have to use? Just simple success. Okay. Busy success is for green. Busy danger is for red. Busy secondary is for gray type. Okay. So here busy danger DN. You can give the example from the our traffic signal. Okay. Red means danger, just stop, okay, and warning means let's start. This when we get the uh, um, yellow signal, then we just going to start. Now let's start, okay. And if when is get the green signal means you are free to cross the road, okay. So the same thing is here. So yeah, I have changed it, okay. Now, so if I want to use map in this bootstrap, then how we can use? If I want in some particular, okay, and just wait, I want to give some space here, means I want to use something in this one, this part in the center of this on the bottom of this row, the first row I want to get one another row, okay. So for this we'll go down where, yeah, navbar is closed here, navbar closed here, and see, before we going to start any of the code, we first have to give the comment, okay. So for this here, navbar, okay, nav, sorry, vber. Why we use comment? Because here navbar open or navbar start, the motto of you giving comment is, now suppose today you are the developer of in my company, okay, you are developer in my company. Now after sometimes 1 year 2 years you have worked on a number of projects, okay, and after sometimes you just resign and you go to the another company. But if the another person is coming, अगर कोई दूसरा बंदा आता है हमारी कंपनी में आपकी जगह पे, तो how he can recognize that कि there is a problem or something in this code? Because आपने 1 year काम किया है उस कोड पे, उस प्रोजेक्ट पे, तो आपने बहुत बड़ा फाइल क्रिएट किया है उसके लिए, ठीक है। तो उसके लिए क्या होता है, हमें कमेंट देना होता है कि दिस एरिया मतलब जितना पार्ट, ये जो सेक्शन है इतना इतना हमने इसके लिए यूज किया है, ओके, एंड ये सेक्शन इसके लिए यूज किया है हमने। यहाँ पे मैं दूंगा बटन, ओके। सो हियर बटन। सो ऐसे ही हम हर जगह क्रिएट करते जाते हैं, कमेंट देते हैं, और हम खुद को समझने के लिए कमेंट देते हैं, ना कि दूसरों को समझने के लिए। सिंपल सी बात है, अगर हम कमेंट दे रहे हैं तो हमें खुद भी समझेंगे और दूसरा बंदा भी समझेगा, ओके। सो बटन एंड हियर or button close. Now this is the div. So in a single project there may be number of division tag, okay, and each one have some different classes. So here let's see, this is the closing of, this is the closing of container. So here we'll give the container, container means container end. This is for the row, okay. So here we'll give row, or you can also write row end, okay, or row close, okay. This is for, this is for column. So here you can give, sorry, uh, यहाँ पे हम क्या देंगे, column colmd4, ओके, एंड हियर जस्ट यूज दिस वन। तो ऐसे क्या होता है, मुझे समझ में आता है कि नहीं, यहाँ पे हमारा एक पार्टिकुलर ब्लॉक इंड हो रहा है, ठीक है। अभी देखो मैं अगर इफ आई क्लिक हियर, here. See this div and this div, that is closed. Okay, now so just copy this one for this here, एंड जैसे ही थोड़ा सा ऊपर जाते हैं हम, तो ये भी हमारा क्लोज होता है, यहाँ पे करेक्ट जा रहे हैं हम. नाउ अगेन आई गिव हियर, एंड दिस इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ राइटिंग कोड. ओके, सी this is for this one closing, for closing, for closing. Now if I want to use some another, then we can start from different here. From here I can start the different, or if I want to use, so we can so start from here. Okay, so now div, div when, so here, okay, not div, I want to use section. Okay, so section, so section close. Okay, so here I'll give section, SECTION. यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, हम सेक्शन को क्लोज करेंगे. एंड नाउ हियर आई जस्ट गोइंग टू स्टार्ट वन div. So just div, and in this div I'll write here slash container. So CONTAINER. Okay, here I have used container flood, so here I'll use FLUID. Okay, now div class equals to container, and sorry, container. Here again I want to start row. Okay, so here again div, I am giving you the another example, div, and here again we will close. So here we will close row. Okay, so row end. So ऐसे क्या होगा, जब आप देते जाओ कमेंट तो आपको बाद में प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी कोडिंग में. क्लास row. Okay, now div, div call md6. Okay, so here close. So यहाँ पे आप ले सकते हो क्या, कि हमने क्या क्लोज किया है, तो कॉलम md6. so just copy and paste. आप देखो सीक्वेंस, देखो हाउ आई एम राइटिंग, मैं कैसे लिख रहा हूँ. सीक्वेंस बिल्कुल सिस्टमेटिक वे में जा रहा है. ठीक है, जो भी मैं कोड कर रहा हूँ एक सिस्टमेटिक वे में कर रहा हूँ, हर किसी का रो और कॉलम एक साथ मैच कर रहे हैं. अगर इफ आई क्लिक हियर, तो ये नीचे जो डॉटेड लाइन है वो शो कर रहा है कि दिस इज द क्लोजिंग फॉर दिस डिव. इफ आई क्लोज हियर, क्लिक हियर, दिस इज फॉर दिस वन. ओके, इफ आई क्लिक हियर, दिस इज फॉर दिस वन. सो दिस इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ राइटिंग कोड. ओके, ये एक सही तरीका है आपको कोडिंग करने का, कि आप सजा कर रखो हर एक चीज को, आप एक सीक्वेंस में अरेंज करके रखो. तो लास्ट टाइम हमने क्या किया था, हियर आई यूज 4 4 4, एंड यहाँ मैं क्या यूज कर रहा हूँ, 6 6. ओके, means here I am going to divide this rows into two columns, rows into two columns. Okay, so in a single container you can also use multiple rows, you can also use multiple rows. Okay, तो जैसे हमने ये कॉपी किया एंड यहाँ हमने एक पेस्ट किया, तो देखो दिस इज द एक रो का एंड था, एक ये अनदर रो का एंड है. जैसे मैं I give the example paint. I just open paint, and ये एक सॉरी ये एक हमारा क्रोम है. दिस इज द क्रोम ब्राउजर, एंड अंडर दिस मीन दिस इज द बॉडी. एंड हमने क्या किया है, आई हैव यूज्ड one, I'm going to use one container. So now this is one container. Okay, so this is CONTAINER container. एंड अब इस कंटेनर में हम आई एम गोइंग टू यूज वन रो. ओके, सो एक हमने रो क्रिएट कर दिया यहाँ से, ये एक रो हो गया. ठीक है, सो हियर आई विल राइट रो, ROW row 1, okay, और रो, ठीक है, ये फर्स्ट रो हुआ. एंड अंडर दिस फर्स्ट रो आई हैव I have created, I'm going to divide this row into two parts. So this one. So one is six column and this is six. Okay. So six becomes 12. Now under this same container, I'm going to use one another rows. Okay. One another row. एक और नया रो बनाते हैं. And here I'm going to divide it into 8 and 4. So here 8 and 4. Is it possible? This is call MD6. Okay, this is call MD6. Here I'm going to use, this is call MD8, means column of 8 columns को हमने एक साथ मत किया यहाँ पे, call MD4. Is it possible? हेलो, चला गया था, मैं ध्यान ही नहीं दिया था, रिकॉर्ड कर रहा था. ओके. So I have created one container, and in this container I have created two rows. First row having two columns. Okay, how many have you? Columns MD6 and 6. I have divided the first row into two columns. Again the second row into two columns. Okay, now I am going to create one more rows having four columns. Having four columns. So here I can use 3 3 3 3. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. Okay, so here values call MD 3. So here call MD 3. Okay, so just copy, just paste. Yeah, so like this, call MD3, call MD3, same. Okay, call MD3. So we can divide the single containers, we can create multiple rows in a single container. Okay, and yeah, so can divide, and within that container, that rows, we can also create container. Like I am using the same this container. Okay, and under this container the first row, suppose that this is my first row, this is my first row. Okay, don't forget, this is my first row. Okay, my, okay, just, yes, this is my, this is my first or row 1. Okay, so row 1. MD means medium. Just assume this is my first row. Okay, MD, LG, SM, XS. Okay, so these are different size. Okay, so assume कीजिए ये हमारा फर्स्ट रो है. Okay, now I am going to this one. So here, yes, this is my first row. Now I am going to use again create container in that first row. Okay, so again we can use container. This is the first, so row 1. Okay, and under this row 1 I am going to use one more container, so we can create container with this like this. Okay, so now it becomes a container. So container or container flood, container FLUID. Okay, you can use. Now under this the same logic you can create, again you can create one row under this container. Okay, so now the same things earlier, again row, and you can divide it into the columns. So the same process you can do. Okay, but we have to just think that if I've used MD, so here we have to use we can use MD or not, because based on our design. Okay, so we can use SM also. So here you can use call SM, call SM6. Here you can use call SM6, call SM6, not 6. You can also use LG and MD. Okay, based on the devices. Okay, so or in a single line of code you can write here call for. Here you can write call sorry, SM4 also. You can write call LG4. Okay, so it will adjust the fragment or the design based on the system. Okay, like if we are using on desktop, if we are using on smartphone. Okay, or in tablet. Okay, so based on that UI or the size, it will adjust. Okay, so for this, for more information about that gridding, and this concept is called grid. Okay, so you can go to the grid. So grid system, you can go layout, and just yeah. So this is the grid system. One of three columns, one of three columns, one of three columns. So the same thing I've used. Row, call SM, call SM. Okay. Container. See, first is container, then it is row, then the column. And under this row, one column, second columns, and the third columns. Okay. Now container for width 100% across all the viewport or devices. But if you want container, it will get 15 pixels from right, 15 pixels from left margin. Okay, and rows are wrapper for columns. Each column has horizontal padding called a gutter for controlling the space between them. This padding is the then counteracted on the rows. Okay, so negative margins and width. So here grid options you can find it. Okay, so if you have any device this is less than 576 pixels, at that time we can use XS, extra small. Okay, if you have devices which is greater than or equal to 576 pixels, then you can use SM. Okay, and medium is 768 pixels, greater than 768 pixels, then you can use call MD. Okay, and if you have a device like which has a greater than 960 pixels, that time you'll use call LG, or the device means looks like your television. Okay, smart TV. So if you are running your project or website on television or smart TV, then you can use this one. Okay, so greater than or equal to 1200 pixels. So at that time you can use XL. Okay, so this is the column 12 letter with 30 pixels from both side. Okay, 15 pixels on each side of a column. Table, yes. Column wording, yes. So auto layout here, one of two, two of two, one of three, two of three, whatever I have created now, and equal width. So call column, okay, and setting one column width. So this one. So the same thing I have created there, okay. Then I am showing you this one. So variable with content. So if you want to give some space here, you can give, okay, and here, see, here is use call LG, somewhere is use call MD, okay, and for responsive classes, this is the call, okay, for responsive, and this is for stack of horizontal. So mix and match like this, somewhere two, somewhere three. So this is call. See here, call MD8, and here call 6 and call MD4. Means depends on the devices. Depends on the devices, it can adjust. It will. So this is the part of a responsive. To create a responsive website, we can use the grid system, grid layout. Okay. So now all these things are given here. You can refer this website to getting the to divide. Okay. Now, yes, yes. So either it is 6, 4, 3. It depends on me. Okay. But not greater than 12. Like, see, suppose that you can't now see this is one row. Okay. This is one row, and you cannot create or assign the size like 4, 4. Okay. So you cannot say, sir, I use this one call MD 4. So can I use call MD4? Can I use call MD4, and can I use column MD4? So is it correct? Yes? Anyone? Is it correct? No. Why? I'm saying this is correct. Yes? Yeah. Thank you. It's 16, but we have. Yes, so the grid system allows only 12 columns. We can divide 12 columns into multiple, into 2, 3, 4, 5 section. Okay, so if I want to use 4 columns, so how much size I'll assign? So I'll assign call MD3 instead of writing the here. I'll use call MD3. Okay, so now 3, 3, 3, 3. So it becomes call MD3 column MD3, and here column MD3. So here you can use 12. Okay. So I think somebody sent me request. Yeah. No. Okay. So I think आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा ये कैसे डिवाइड करते हैं. ठीक है. सो दिस इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ये बूटस्ट्रैप का बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है। बिकॉज जब भी आप कोई कोड करोगे तो आपके माइंड में अगर ये चीज सेट है, इफ यू हैव थिंकिंग लाइक दिस, वी कैन डिवाइड इट इनटू मल्टीपल columns or rows, at that time you can use। ठीक है, तो अगर आपके माइंड में ऐसा कुछ क्रिएट होता है, कुछ भी ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट्स मिलता है जहाँ पे जैसे मैंने कल दिया था आपको डिजाइन, तो वहाँ पे आपको खुद से एडजस्ट करना होगा कि हमें कौन सा यूज करना है। ओके, वट एवर द डिजाइन आई हैव गिवन यू स्टडी, यू हैव टू थिंक what type of columns or what type of grid layout I can use। Okay, so I have given a simple design study। Okay, so hope you are getting now। I want 6 6, okay, and under this, if I want to give, use image, if I want to use some container, if I want to use some different things, so for this you can use just like I'm just writing some text, okay, hey, sorry, h1, hey, I'm sorry, hey, okay, and just h1 close. So how you can separate it? So you can give the color, background color to find. So BACK, sorry, under the style. So style, background color, red. Okay. Now just save and just refresh the page, web page. So now this hey, this is the container. Okay. Now under this container, I have used under this container, I have used co- sorry, under this section I have used container. Okay, so now I want to give the color for this container to separate it. So background color will be like green. Okay, so now let's see. Now this is the area for, this is the area for container, and this whole 15 pixels from left, 15 pixels from right, where how it is here, come now into this uh, sorry, grid, grid. In grid there is a gutter. Okay, so yes, if I use container flood, then it will use the whole width of that body. Okay, so at that time 100%, but I am giving some padding. So for this, use dot container for responsive pixels width, और इतना this one for this one। so अगर मैं यहाँ पे if I used instead of writing container, अगर मैं यहाँ पे container flood यूज करता हूँ तो क्या होता है, जब मैं container flood यूज करूंगा तो हमारा जो ये जो स्पेस दिख रहा है ग्रीन वाला पार्ट, ये हमारा फुल ऑक्यूपाई करेगा। ठीक है, तो इससे अभी आपका सेक्शन छिप गया है। आई एम यूजिंग द सेक्शन बट सेक्शन इज हिडन नाउ। ओके, हियर आई हैव यूज्ड, हियर आई हैव यूज्ड container flood, so here I'll यूज ओनली कंटेनर। नाउ अभी इस कंटेनर में हमारा क्या आता है, रो आता है। तो अगर हमें उस रो को भी कलर देना है तो रो कर दे सकते हैं, लेकिन रो को कलर देने से कोई फायदा नहीं है, क्योंकि हम उसके अंदर दो कंटेनर ऑलरेडी क्रिएट करने जा रहे हैं, दो कॉलम क्रिएट करने जा रहे हैं 6 6 साइज का। सो वी कैन साइन द कलर div, sorry, class, I forget, class is equals to, okay, it will be written in class। Okay, so just copy this one, yeah, and okay, so अभी मैं अगर चाहूँ तो इसके अंदर h1 and can use, and here, so Yes. So it is in two columns. So now under this same, I can I use another row or not? So for this, I'm just going to copy this row. Okay, just copy and just paste. And here I am going to say you change it into 8 and 4. Okay. So just refresh. Now see this one. So I'm able to use. I divided and I'm going to use this section into one container and one container into two different rows. Okay, and not only two, you can divide into three, four, five, or n number of rows. Okay, and the C, this is 6 by 6. So here it is started. Vivek started from this left side, and here it is 8 and 4. So Vivek started from this here. Okay, so yeah, you can also assign the class for that row. So sorry. For this, you can we use, let's check, can we use this one, busy danger, just come, and I don't want to use background color equals to red or background color red. So instead of using this, can I use this one, uh, class is equals to busy warning. Let's see we can use or not. So for this, just okay, so it is not supported busy warning. So let's see, uh, class busy warning. So maybe some of more classes we have to use. Yeah, this is supported by only no bar. Okay, no bar busy danger. So let's go down. Busy danger is there. I think it will not supported by this column only. So at that time we'll use, okay. So here we have to use style background color, and here can give uh, mm, mm, yellow. Yes. So in a single container, I divided into two, three part, two, two rows. Okay. So hope you are getting this. Okay. Now come to the no bar. Come to no bar. देखो भैया. So just come to no bar. Okay. So I'm just going to use primary.